stop closing up and let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Nah, he's strategic. He's setting guys up. He been boxing since a little kid, just like I've been boxing since a little kid. And you can tell, like, with the experience. Even with his last fight with Frank Martin, you can see Frank Martin was more so an amateur. Like, the experience he got is not on the level of, like, Tank.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, renowned for his explosive power and disciplined approach, follows a meticulously structured training regimen to prepare for his bouts. As he gears up for his rescheduled fight against Lamont Roach on March 1st, 2025, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, his daily routine reflects an unwavering commitment to excellence.
Oh, stop closing up and let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning. Tank all day, baby. Tank all day. Easy work. Easy work. My money goes to it.
All right, guys. Right in the front, right here. Get the front press there.
Easy work, Tank.
Come on, back. Get down here, please.
Right here.
Shoulder to the face.
Back to the camera in the back, too. All the way in the back of the line. You don't even believe the show.
Davis begins his day before dawn, typically around 11 a.m. He starts with immediate hydration, consuming a liter of water to kickstart his metabolism and ensure optimal hydration levels. This is followed by 15 minutes of stretching and light yoga to enhance flexibility and prepare his body for the day's demands. During this time, he maintains a distraction-free environment, focusing solely on the tasks ahead.
Yeah, you don't even sit because you moved in off the drive.
Davis transitions to the boxing gym for skill-specific training. He begins with shadow boxing, dedicating at least 3 rounds to perfecting his technique and refining his movements. Footwork drills follow, emphasizing agility and balance. Jump rope sessions lasting 15 minutes enhance his coordination and cardiovascular endurance.
There you go. Get that. Good. Jay.
He then engages in speed bag work to build rhythm and timing, double-end bag exercises to improve accuracy, and heavy bag rounds to develop power. Each round is precisely timed at 3 minutes, with 1-minute rest intervals, mirroring actual fight conditions to build stamina and resilience.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning, I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere.
For real.
Okay.
So I do it for myself, but I do it for the people with me. My whole family is from DC. My whole family. Like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't
what?
bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
They
don't
gonna
bring 'em.
celebrate with me. You hear
Don't
me?
bring them.
It's gonna be a party
And
on
I'm
your floor.
gonna let y'all know, son. His father was up here
It's
shaking
gonna- it's
on the
gonna
what's
be-
the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On the what?
shaking out. On my
On the
on my
what?
kids, he was shaking on this thing. On
Hey,
my
Pop.
kids, he was
Never.
shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap.
A critical component of Davis's training involves mitt work with his trainers, focusing on combination drills to enhance offensive capabilities and defense practice to sharpen his reflexes. Head movement drills are integral, improving his ability to evade punches, while counterpunching exercises develop his responsiveness to opponents' attacks. Timing exercises, range control practices, and angle cutting drills are meticulously incorporated to ensure comprehensive technical proficiency.
Some people just go away and be
But you specifically.
me. First of all, I get a camp house, you know, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, you know. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home.
For a very, very big moment, what is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4, probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7 and get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point.
Davis recently shared his thoughts on Tyson Fury's unconventional training camp ritual. Fury, known for his eccentric methods, revealed a unique practice that garnered attention in the boxing community. Davis, when asked about Fury's ritual, expressed surprise and amusement, noting that while every fighter has their own preparation techniques, Fury's approach was particularly unexpected.
I hear a lot of boxers do weird things during camp.
What?
I've heard like Tyson Fury said he beats off 7 times a day.
What?
Because he wants to keep his like testosterone going. And then Marquez, when he was training to fight Floyd, he would drink his own pee. Do you have anything that you like to do during camp, like to help you get into that mode?
Nah.
Not like that.
Nah, I think he probably be bull crapping. Like,
You think so?
yeah.
He said it's like a scientific thing because like he feels like it gets his testosterone level and he can then carry that into the ring and like be the toughest version of himself.
Man. Sex make you weak.
No legs.
Yeah, it make you
That's
weak.
what I thought.
Yeah.
You have no legs after that. I don't
It's
know,
crazy, bro.
It makes it impressive. If he does actually do that and then
Yeah.
is the fighter that he is, that's impressive.
He's freak nasty.
That's some real freak shit.
Davis's training is meticulously overseen by his longtime coach, Calvin Ford, who has been instrumental in shaping Davis's career and honing his skills. Ford emphasizes a comprehensive approach that balances physical conditioning, technical prowess, and mental preparation.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. Then I gotta make sure my hands is right, cause I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it. You know what I'm saying? And he get to a point, you all right? You all right?
Yeah.
Work. I just feel sorry for them guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out.
In interviews, Ford has highlighted the importance of discipline and consistency in Davis's regimen. He tailors training sessions to focus on enhancing Davis's strengths, such as his explosive power and agility, while also addressing areas for improvement to ensure a well-rounded skill set. Ford's training philosophy involves rigorous sparring sessions, strategic game planning, and fostering a strong mental attitude to prepare Davis for the challenges of each opponent.
No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're gonna execute it, and we're gonna get the results.
Move that head, bob and weave, bob and weave.
Hey, that go both ways.
That go both ways.
Bob and weave.
Tank, what is Lamont gonna learn March 1st inside that ring here at Barclays Center?
Bob and weave, bob and weave. You got bob and weave.
He's in what?
You got bob and weave, job, bob and weave.
The upcoming fight between Davis and Roach has sparked debate in the boxing world, with some critics asserting that it feels more like a financial spectacle than a genuine competitive challenge.
Oh, he's doing this fight for money, and Tank is strategically picking him because in the amateur world, you guys fought twice, right? And you lost, what, both times? In the amateur fight. So are you all friends? Are y'all cordial? First, what's the relationship?
We're cordial, for
You're
sure.
cordial?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
He cool to me.
He's cool to you?
Yeah.
And you haven't heard that he said anything differently?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He has?
No, he hasn't.
He has not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm confirming that. He hasn't said
He has
anything
not said anything differently. So does it confirm people's suspicion that he purposefully picked you, not only because you're cordial, but because he believes he's gonna knock you out?
They suggest Tank has chosen Roach because he views him as an easy opponent, someone he can defeat without much difficulty. Roach, on the other hand, is accused of taking the fight primarily for the payday rather than for the challenge.
Get the purse, and then you walk away with a nice piece of change.
I mean, you're in the wrong game if you don't think you're gonna beat everybody, like, anyway. But if you're saying specifically pick me because I'm gonna be an easy cakewalk, everybody in the world knows that's not gonna happen. I mean, like, that's not gonna happen. Him personally, he know that. I think he chose me because I am gonna be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
However, boxing analysts like Showbiz the Adult recently shared his thoughts on the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach matchup, expressing his disappointment over what he perceives as a mismatch. He argued that Tank Davis is being avoided by some of the top fighters in the division, which has led him to face less competitive opponents, such as Roach.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to this. Shakur Stevenson ducked him. Lomachenko ducked him openly. El Rayo didn't want to fight this year. He wanted to fight next year. Another thing is, I was hearing that Tank wanted it at 135 and rehydration, all kind of shit. So, but I don't know how true that is, which it wouldn't shock me if that was true. Either way, for whatever reason, El Rayo fell apart. The options were just getting diabolical. All right, I understand that. At the same time, Lamont Roach versus Tank is trash. If Devin Haney announced he was fighting Lamont Roach coming up from 130 next at 135, I'll say that is trash. Let me tell you this. To me, Gervonta is far better than Devin Haney. So it's trash, bruh. It's trash.
Lamont Roach also agreed to his point as he suggests that if Tank were truly looking for a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face fighters in higher weight classes like Canelo Alvarez instead of Roach. However, Roach points out that the idea of Tank fighting Canelo is unrealistic, as Canelo fights at 168 pounds, a super middleweight division.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
What was that? I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Roach makes it clear that his upcoming fight with Davis isn't motivated by money. He views Tank as an easy opponent, saying he will be a simple challenge for him, almost like a piece of cake. Roach emphasizes that he's the champion at 130 pounds, while Tank competes at 135 pounds. He suggests that if Tank were truly looking for a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face fighters in higher weight classes, like Canelo Alvarez, instead of Roach. However, Roach points out that the idea of Tank fighting Canelo is unrealistic, as Canelo fights at 168 pounds, a super middleweight division.
By evidence of what? Your record? Because you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get permission to be bumped up to that weight class of lightweight in order to fight, because you're in the what, range of 130?
Yeah, I'm the champion at 130.
You're the world champion at 130 and he's 135. Yeah, so aren't there other fighters he could have fought within an upper weight class like Canelo? I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't he fighting Canelo rather than Roach? What's up with that?
They want that man to fight Canelo, man?
They do.
I don't know, that's
I've
crazy.
heard a lot of people say that.
That's crazy.
Floyd Schofield, another boxer in the lightweight division, shares his opinion on Gervonta Davis's focus in the lead-up to the Roach fight. Schofield suggests that Tank would be better off focusing on his opponent rather than getting distracted by outside noise, such as social media or personal issues.
You mentioned, obviously, the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that's happening 100% December or January, but how do you see that fight going? Do you feel confident giving a prediction on someone else's fight as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man, because who knows, maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.
Stephen A. Smith, a prominent sports commentator, weighed in on the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, expressing his opinion that Roach might be at a disadvantage due to his size. Smith mentioned that Roach is too small for the fight and suggested that Davis, being a larger fighter, might have the upper hand.
And lastly, Stephen A., last name I, of course, want to throw your way is Gervonta Davis. I know you believe in his skills.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What do you think of his fight with Roach? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think Roach is too small. I think Roach is too small. And that's my issue. I'm not questioning the skill set or anything like that, but it was similar to Frank Martin. You know what I mean? This guy comes in there and you got 18 fights. And I remember watching that pre-fight press conference when he was annoying Gervonta Davis so much and he cussed by accident.
Roach takes the opportunity to address concerns about his weight class, stating that he is comfortable fighting at 130 pounds despite some people claiming that he is too small.
Obviously, Tank isn't the biggest 135-pounder. Everybody fights is damn near bigger than him. I think the only person that was smaller than him was Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just in height and stature. He was, technically bigger than Tank too. But Tank is comfortable at 135, so I don't blame him for fighting that way. But he's not a big 35. I don't see why people like, oh, you brought up a smaller guy, woo-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, to me personally, I'm not stunned that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep saying that. They're going to keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? I fight at 130 because that's what I campaigned at. That's where I started my career. That's where I campaigned. That's why I worked my way up to a world title. And that's what I was going to do. My plan was always to move up to 35 and win another title. So it just happened a little, a little earlier than normal.
Yeah. But, I mean, you fought at 35 before.
Them was just, so technically them wasn't just 35 fights. Like when a boxer starting their career, they don't necessarily have to make 130 pounds because we're not in title contention or none of that. So the opponents that I was getting, the opponents that were there or were available, the opponents that were selected for me were probably bigger or they just couldn't make weight.
Roach posted on his Instagram story, "The f you keep asking me for? He said that, not me. I'm locked in. Ain't changed." March 1st, Brooklyn.
I think it's where I'm supposed to be at, honestly. I worked my ass off to get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Do you think the upcoming Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight is a must-watch event, or does it feel like a mismatch? Share your thoughts in the comments.